activated. Warning. Danger. Danger. Ranger. Ranger. Ranger.
Fan of Dog and Alex communicating through sign language. The idea is that before Alex met Gordon Freeman, that she had a crush on someone who was hearing impaired, so she taught Dog how to sign so she could practice.
11.
One example of an element in Half-Life 2 that damaged our game was in Ravenholm. We added the behavior where the fizz cannon could punt zombies, which would cause them to flinch and do a little bit of damage. What ended up happening was a bunch of our early playtesters, including Gabe, when he played this, just ran around nonstop punting the zombies and completely missing the fact that they could pick up saw blades or propane canisters and use those. So as a result, we decided that that element was actually hurting our game, and we removed it.
16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 22. 23. 24.
And you might do your next single-player game.
We have made no formal proposals to anyone about anything beyond Team Fortress 2. So
You said no. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
25. 26. 27. 28. 29. 30.
'Overwatch stopped our train in the woods and took my husband for questioning. They said he'd be on the next train. I'm not sure when that was. They're being nice, though, letting me wait for him.
31.
The ant lions won't bother you now, Doc.
32. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. 39. 'Warning. Hazardous radiation levels detected.
Hey, radiation hazard here.
40.
Did you know? Portal takes place in Michigan, which is located in the USA. Speaking of the USA, in Half-Life Alyx, inside Alyx's hideout, there is a globe and the USA is crossed out on it. What could that mean?
41.
23 years after its release, there is still no clue to Half-Life Opposing Force being canon in the Half-Life universe.
42.
4 million people have downloaded the source code leak of Half-Life 2 before its launch.
43.
The console version of Team Fortress 2 hasn't been updated since 2008. Yikes.
44.
There is a skin in Counter-Strike Global Offensive for the M249 that is inspired by the pulse rifle from Half-Life 2.
45.
Half-Life's writer, Mark Laidlaw, confirmed that in Half-Life 2, Hound Eyes and Bull Squids are still out there somewhere.
46.
The fluid that splashes from Bonk, Atomic Punch, and Crita-Cola cans is recycled from the acid fired by the Antline workers in Half-Life 2, Episode 2.
47.
In Half-Life 1, you can shoot near-length portals in order to destroy them.
48.
The weapon shown on the Counter-Strike Global Offensive logo is not available in the game.
49.
Gordon Freeman has a chance of appearing in a future Fortnite update.
50.
Half-Life Deathmatch Source is officially the only Valve game with 3 names. Valve has called the game Half-Life Deathmatch Source, Half-Life Source Deathmatch, and Half-Life Deathmatch Source Half.
51.
When the Meet the Spy video was released, the sniper player model was updated in the game, adding in the scar that the sniper got in the video. Previously, he had no scar on his face. It was never taken off the player model, and he still has the scar to this day.
52.
There are more than 95,000 add-ons on the Left 4 Dead 2 Steam Workshop. 22,000 of them are weapon add-ons, and the other 73,000 are probably mods that change the default characters to anime catgirls.
53.
The American and German soldiers from Day of Defeat Source reuse Male 09's face texture from Half-Life 2.
54.
In all of his appearances, the G-Man has said 933 words, 12 of which were Freeman.
55.
In an official handbook for the new Valve employees, a guy wearing a Half-Life 3 shirt can be seen.
56.
The voice actor for Dr. Rosenberg in Blue Shift, John St. John, is also the same person who voices Duke Nukem.
57.
Close to Half-Life Alyx's release, Valve was actually advertising the game on YouTube.
58.
The Natasha's wind-up sound file from Team Fortress 2 is used by the forklift in Left 4 Dead 2.
59.
In Half-Life, victims of headcrabs are still fully aware of the pain inflicted on them and are in constant agony.
You just killed one of our friends. Yes, we're very mad. Now you must pay. Yes, pay. We shall take you to a darker place. For now, you will be replaced. Initializing replacement in 3, 2, 1.
There are censored versions of the Half-Life and Left 4 Dead games. Thanks, Germany.
61.
Half-Life was originally meant to be a lot more brutal, but Valve decided to pull the violence back a tad.
What we're looking at in this image up here is something that would ultimately end up being the locker rooms in the final game. However, in this particular picture, I made this to send out to the team in order to spur the conversation about how violent do we really want our game to be. And as you know, we ended up pulling it back quite a bit.
62.
The bug bait from Half-Life 2 can stun Combine soldiers.
63.
In Half-Life Alyx, if you go into third person, you'll see that Alyx actually has Gordon Freeman's model from Half-Life 2. The model itself is Gordon from Half-Life 1 without any animations and a weird metallic texture applied.
64.
There's this hidden soccer ball in Half-Life Blue Shift.
65.
If you watch a Half-Life Alyx playthrough instead of playing it yourself, it's kind of like you're playing it from Russell's perspective.
66.
On September 16th, 2021, Valve updated Team Fortress 2 to add snakes to the water in Snake Water.
67.
There's a missing cat poster in Half-Life Alyx, which may be a reference to the cat Barney mentions in Half-Life 2.
You mean it's working? For real this time? Because I still have nightmares about that cat. Did you hear a cat just now?
See my cat video for more information.
68.
Counter-Strike Global Offensive originated as a console port for Counter-Strike Source.
69.
If you look closely in Half-Life 2, you'll see that Father Grigori has a cross on his left hand.
70.
You can play Half-Life Alyx on mouse and keyboard using console commands, but please don't. Like, seriously, it sucks.
71.
The water from DE Nuke isn't actually water.
72.
Valve created a set of Team Fortress 2 trading cards that were only released in limited quantities, featuring characters, levels, and weapons.
73.
Half-Life Opposing Force has an explosive penguin weapon. It's only featured in the Capture the Flag multiplayer mode, but it can be obtained in single player using a console command.
74.
There's an interesting detail in Half-Life Alyx. You can find Dr. Wallace Breen on the cover of a tech magazine with a rather familiar quote, "How the right man in the right place could save us all," referencing G-Man's line in the intro to Half-Life 2.
The right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world.
Welcome to your first test. You will need to face the consequences. Don't worry about my friends. They have been disabled. They no longer remember you. They have no fear or feelings. You need to make things right. Turn around.
Hey, what's up guys? My name is Rocky Rocket and I've got some juicy Valve facts for you. But before those, here's a quick fact about me. I hadn't played any Valve games until 2019. I was extremely late to the party, so I'm really interested to see what nocock has found. So without further ado, on to the facts.
75.
In Half-Life Source, when you try to make a scientist follow you after shooting him, this message pops up. I'm not following you, you evil person! Aw, that's so tame. I was expecting more.
76.
Every official texture in Team Fortress 2 was actually hand-painted by the art team, with many of them having visible brushstrokes. Really? I mean, obviously I know. I haven't played Team Fortress 2. Don't hurt me!
77.
Portal 2 originally didn't have any portals in it. What was it going to be called? Nothing? How can you call it Portal if there aren't any portals?
78.
Some people had to work 18 hours a day for months in order to be able to ship Half-Life on time. What you need is caffeine, caffeine, caffeine. Crunch time. Love it.
79.
When Portal 2's audio files are deleted, in the place of a broken audio clip, the game will instead play a file called error.wav. This audio clip is of Dr. Kleiner from Half-Life 2 saying,
"No fiddlesticks. What now?"
It's fiddlesticks. Yeah, did you play the clip? No click? Did you play it? It's fiddlesticks.
80.
There are 22 minutes of cutscenes in all single-player Valve games combined, which is literally a tenth of one cutscene from a Hideo Kojima game. Good one, Valve.
81.
The director of Hunt Down the Freeman, Birkin Dinajarian, got a job at Activision Blizzard for saying he worked on the Half-Life series. He did not. He's a scumbag. He'll fit in perfectly at Activision Blizzard. Shots fired!
82.
Some of the Half-Life enemies had different names during the development of the game. For example, the barnacles were originally called ceiling-mounted monsters, the Gonarch was called Big Mama, and the bull squids, bull chickens. I don't really want a bull chicken egg. It's not covered, and no.
83.
Half-Life 1 and 2 were supposed to have real-time moss growth. But why? You don't stay in a place long enough to see things change. Everything's exploding and people are chasing you. Are you just going to stand and watch a wall? Is it? I'm done. I'm moving on to the next one.
84.
Gordon Freeman has 1,476 kills across all Half-Life titles. Credit to Reddit user TK576 for counting. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of crowbar usage. That's a lot of bullets. That's a lot.
85.
You can change the FOV in Half-Life 2 to wherever you want, and it looks interesting. Look at them arms. They ain't 4 arms. Them's 5 arms.
86.
The Hound Eyes in Half-Life 1 were originally intended to be neutral or possibly even friendly towards the player. However, this design was dropped when they realized that playtesters chose to kill them regardless. Because of course they did. We're gamers. We don't want friends. We want to kill, kill, kill.
87.
Speaking of friendly enemies, the security guards in Half-Life were planned as enemies the player would encounter throughout the game, before being changed to an ally later in development. Does that mean Barney Calhoun was actually a bad guy?
What the hell?
88.
In the Team Fortress 2 universe, Abraham Lincoln has died attempting to rocket jump. Abraham Lincoln has died attempting to rocket jump. I read that twice because that is a much better way to go than he actually did in real life in the theater.
89.
Valve has decided to cancel Half-Life 3 because Gordon Freeman's voice actor has passed away. But I have a solution. I can do it. Ready? Is that good? No? Damn it.
Who you killed was not of us. Who you killed was not of trust. Whereas we stand here now, we realize you were just like us. Do not proceed. This isn't the end. For you it isn't. For you it isn't. For you it isn't. For you it isn't.
90.
In Left 4 Dead, in Dead Air Chapter 3, there's one room that looks to be an exact copy of a room from the Counter-Strike source map, D Prodigy.
91.
In Team Fortress 2, when you reload the pistol as a scout, the animation in first-person view looks different from the one in third person.
92.
Mike Patton, the voice actor for the Common Infected, and possibly some of the Special Infected in Left 4 Dead, also voiced the Anger Core in Portal 1.
93.
You actually can't see your own shadow in any Valve game.
94.
There is an alternate skin for the Combine dropship in Half-Life Alyx that's never used in the game.
95.
Almost every single Valve game averages more Steam concurrent players than Artifact, even Half-Life Source.
96.
During the Anomalous Materials chapter in Half-Life 1, you can find some lockers that have the names of the developers on them. You can find a similar thing in Opposing Force during the Bootcamp chapter, but the names are written on some boxes instead. Blue Shift does the same thing as Half-Life 1. The names on the lockers in this locker room are again the names of the developers. The last Valve game to have something like this is Half-Life 2 Episode 1. During the 4th chapter of the game, Urban Flight in the hospital area, the signs next to the patient rooms also show the names of the developers.
97.
Left 4 Dead 2 has over 10,000 lines of dialogue.
98.
Speaking of Left 4 Dead, here is a little known fact about the chainsaw. While attacking with it, you are given a 50% damage resistance to common infected attacks.
99.
In 2011, Valve showed off a facial recognition software and a $10,000 eye tracking technology. They used it to play a short section of Portal 2, where the player used their eyes to aim the cursor and their hands to move around the environment.
100.
Half-Life 1 has NPC smelling AI.
101.
Here is how some of the early Half-Life 2 logos looked like.
102.
In Half-Life, the Bull Squid spit attack used to have a 3D model instead of being a sprite.
103.
82% of Ricochet's Steam reviews are positive, while 52% of Artifact's Steam reviews are negative. Let that sink in.
104.
After the debut of Steam trading cards, Valve hired David Thaney to create trading card artworks for Half-Life 1. However, the art still remains unused to this day. When he was asked to speculate why he thinks the art hasn't been used, he said that he believed that the artworks themselves were too visually detailed and were more in line with the visuals of Half-Life 2, rather than the brighter and more cartoonish feel of Half-Life 1.
Many voice actors from different Valve games have been interviewed on a YouTube channel called the Vogue Podcast. A few of them also said funny stuff like,
Administrator Gaming,
Spy Gaming, Demoman Gaming, Magnuson Gaming.
I'm actually one of the people behind this podcast, and if you check it out, I'd be very, very happy.
106.
Ellen McLean, the administrator's voice actress from Team Fortress 2, likes to call her character the skinny old bitch.
Old? Me? Old? How could I possibly be
107.
Gabe Newell purchased 10,000 Southern Hospitalities after its creator emailed Gabe to thank him for adding it to the Manco's store in TF2.
We appreciate that, Gabe. We truly do. Just kidding.
Well, I highly doubt Gabe had anything to do with that wrench being added into the game, but look, at least he bought 10,000 Southern Hospitalities, and again, you never know.
108.
Ellen McLean is the only voice actress who's in all of the Orange Box games. She plays the administrator in Team Fortress 2, GLaDOS in the Portal series, but she also did the combined Overwatch announcer in Half-Life 2 and its episodes. And we also interviewed her on the Vogue podcast 3 times, so you have stuff to watch.
109.
Originally, the ending of Portal 2 was going to end with Chell saying yes, but playtesters were confused of who was talking.
110.
The PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 instruction manuals included with the orange box incorrectly list the scout's catgun as a shotgun, the heavy's minigun as a chain gun, and the sniper's kukri as a machete. Fools.
111.
In Team Fortress 2, one of the scout's voice responses for stunning an enemy with the Sandman is Ding Dong! This is a reference to the crazy church guy in Left 4 Dead, who says this while ringing the church bell. Both characters have the same voice actor.
112.
In the Portal 2 Perpetual Testing Initiative video, you can see one of the Aperture employees watching Meet the Pyro, 2 months before it was officially announced.
Attention, please. This is the Overwatch. I'll be taking over this video from now on.
113.
Discord user packet says, fun fact, Vortigons have 2 butts. Discord user packet, you'll be charged with permanent off-world relocation.
114.
In 2006, Gabe Newell predicted that Half-Life 3 would ship in 2022.
115.
The first concept art for Half-Life 2 Episode 3 was released in November 2007.
116.
In CSGO, you can play tic-tac-toe on Inferno if you have friends.
117.
There's a remake of a remake-demake of Half-Life 1. Science has gone too far.
118.
Half-Life 2 was supposed to have real-time particle isosurface extraction, which was later used in Portal 2. I don't know what that means.
119.
When on sale, all of the Half-Life games can be bought for $6. Warning, playing the Half-Life games can cause non-mechanical reproduction simulation.
Hello everybody, Dudeall here, and welcome to a wrinkled green screen and 10 facts for your favorite game, Half-Life. Maybe it's not your favorite game, I don't know, but let's go!
120.
And first on the list, we have this copy of Half-Life 2, which looks pretty normal. We got our Geminals here on the front, we got a little antlion guard on the back, but it's what's on the inside that really counts. Now, on first glance, this might look like just your average Half-Life 2 scenery right here, but if you look a little closer, you're going to notice we have a citizen in a coat. We have Combine in alternate uniforms and different citizens along the wall here. all these character models were taken from early builds of the game that were later changed out for other ones. I guess Game Informer was right, nothing will ever be the same.
121.
And next on the list, we have teachers using Half-Life Alyx to help teach their students. Because Valve introduced usable markers inside of the game as well as a whiteboard, teachers are using that ability to help draw out diagrams for their students. Who knows, maybe next year we're going to see them using Duke Nukem Forever.
122.
The Revolver World model in Half-Life 2 is the same as the one in Half-Life 1, just with a new texture. Huh, I guess I lied.
123.
Did you know that in Portal, GLaDOS wasn't going to be there to begin with? According to Valve's Robin Walker, GLaDOS got added in because playtesters got really confused when they first started playing. They thought they were in the part of a long tutorial, not just playing the game.
124.
In Half-Life Alyx, Alyx was originally going to use a crowbar, but players kept thinking they were Gordon Freeman, so they cut it from the game. Why?
125.
The December 1998 issue of PC Gamer in the UK contained a demo of Half-Life. Inside this demo, if you were to go inside of Gordon Freeman's locker, you would find a 1-to-1 copy of that same magazine that the demo came in.
126.
This piece of the shark cage can be used as a charging station in the Apprehension chapter.
127.
The glue-on gun's beam will come out of the center of the screen if R_draw_view model is set to 0. Gordon's got that glue-on dick!
128.
Speaking of the glue-on gun, originally there was going to be 2 different lasers that would be shot from it. The player would right-click and Gordon would grab a bar on the top of the gun and change it to the other firing mode. However, it was cut in later versions of the game, only leaving the animation of him grabbing the bar in the final release.
129.
And finally, in Half-Life Alyx, there was going to be a 7-hour war section. However, they cut it from the final release. Again, why?
There is a website called community.lambdageneration.com. On this website, you can read, react to, and post about Half-Life and the games related to it. With over 3,000 active users, there's something new to discover every day. And I am one of the lovely people behind it. But I mainly do the YouTube videos on the Lambda Generation YouTube channel. Make sure you check that out after this video.
131.
All of these Source Engine games are going to be updated with a new user interface to give the people playing on Steam Deck a better experience. In Italy, the orange box was actually pink, but they didn't rename it to the pink box.
133.
Originally, Half-Life wasn't called Half-Life. Trip Hammer and the Belly of the Beast were actually some of the first names suggested for the game.
134.
In Half-Life 2, the Overwatch transmissions suggest that if civil protection officers fail at their job, their family will suffer very bad consequences. This means that Gordon Freeman has caused the deaths of hundreds of Combine soldiers' families. Haha, that's pretty dark.
135.
In Return to Ravenholm, a cancelled Half-Life game, Father Grigori was supposed to slowly turn into a zombie.
136.
People have been bullsquidding for almost 16,000 days. And no, I'm not going to explain what that means.
137.
The map for the final Strider battle at the end of episode 2 is shaped like a skull.
138.
Valve has published 38 games so far, 12 of them having the number 2 in their title. Absolutely none of them have the number 3.
139.
Notch, the creator of Minecraft, once complained on Twitter that when he played Team Fortress 2, nobody believed that he was the real Notch. Valve took notice of this, and in a patch, they added the top-notch cosmetic item, which was then given to him. On another note, Robin Walker once joked that Notch doesn't know, but it makes him take 20% extra damage.
It is time for our farewell. We shall replace you, for it is not yours this story to continue.
Voice system deactivated.
"140. There is a funny physics bug related to trains in Half-Life 2. 141. There are Half-Life 2 ammunition crates in Aperture desk job. 142. The Combine from Half-Life might have stolen technology from Aperture Science. 143. Adrian Shepard from Half-Life Opposing Force is only 22 years old. 144. The Pulse SMG from Half-Life Alyx was supposed to have a dart launcher. 145. There is a YouTuber that has posted daily Half-Life 3 updates for over 3 years. 146. Adrian Shepard and Barney Cole actually speak during the Half-Life expansions, but the players cannot hear them because reasons. 147. The original source nav mesh was originally created for Counter-Strike bot pathfinding. 148. The cremator got cut out from 2 different games, first from Half-Life 2 and then from Half-Life Alyx. 149. Left 4 Dead 2 has over 780 possible damage combinations on the infected. 150. nocock is less than 19,000 subscribers away from hitting 100k. Subscribe if you like this video. Thank you for the support over the years and thank you for watching. We shall not forgive you for brutally killing one of our